Welcome back to OPTCG Central, your hub for all things One Piece card game related. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really helps us bring you more One Piece TCG matches and more.
So I loved the Sabo and the Rev Army as well because of his love towards it. But yeah, it has also got a secondary ability as well. Don times 1. If you've got characters with a cost of 8 or more, your leader and all your characters gain plus 1,000. So you are then becoming a 6k leader as well. And that's very easy to do when you've got characters like Hack and Morley, who are 4 costs. But when they're on the board, they're plus 4 costs. So they're actually an 8 cost character.
That's just super good. Having that, all other effects are also being active, which require an 8 cost or more. So, but we are playing against Emu, and this matchup, I feel like you are on a timer.
Yeah.
If you give Emu too much time, you won't win as Sabo. But Sabo can put so much pressure in this matchup. That's what makes it quite good sometimes. Also, being able to have Garb stage, your deck is very consistent as well. And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that got as we were talking about earlier on, being able to search any cards which are 3 cost or more is fantastic. Sorry, just having a quick look at what was put in the trash there off the Shariah. Yeah, just getting clarification that that's all good because, so.
You have to trash the cards for the cards.
Exactly, yeah. Saying Shalria is you play it, you look at the top 3, you take one one Celestial Dragon card into your hand, then you have to trash one from your hand, and then obviously Leader Effect was used there to trash her as well, so that's resulted in 4 cards in the trash. So just a bit of clarification as to what was taken and what was put in the trash there. So we are seeing another one now being played, so that will give the Elders the protection they need on the board because we're going to have more than 7 cards in that trash now.
Really fast.
Very, very quick, and obviously getting the right pieces that are needed into the hand there.
Playing that full alt art Emu deck, I like it. I do think Bandai did a great job with these alt arts.
Yeah, I mean, they're stunning looking alt arts for the 5 Elders, aren't they?
Do you have a favorite one?
Oh, I don't know really. I mean, I'm missing the Mars. So that is, I have got preference to that.
I like Saturn as well, quite a lot. But let's see.
Yeah, Saturn looks good as well. I mean, the 10 cost 5 Elders is obviously a unique artwork and slightly different as well. So,
but maybe just the 5 Elders altogether is like the best card.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've seen a big swing come in from that Sabo.
Means no Hawk on curve. Well, curve.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because obviously the leader's still minus 1,000 power. In the meantime, our Emu player is just doing constant searches, filling up that trash at the same time, getting the pieces they need nice and early on. And it would have been nice to establish something on board there for our Sabo player, but still not. So we are now seeing that empty throne being activated.
I'm playing a Warkuri. Very defensive. He has 1 Dawn open for an event. Has a blocker that draws a card. He has a 3, and the only thing the Emu needs is basically time. And when they come into their chain of all 10 cost, it's gonna look very good for them. So
yeah. So we do see the Sabo from OP13 coming down now. The 6 cost, which is really in tune with this leader, isn't it? It's a blocker activate main once per turn. To one of your character gains plus 2 costs, and until the end of your opponent's next turn, then you give 1 rested Don card to your leader to be able to activate that leader's effect of giving your leader and all your characters a plus 1,000 power, because that Sabo can give plus 2 to itself as well, making it an 8 cost.
Yep. But this was still a 6k swing from the Sabo leader because he's still at 5 life, so he has the 1 minus 1k.
Yep. Yeah, essentially neutralizes
Yeah.
that minus 1k with that Sabo on board. So, what are we going to see here now from our Emu player? We are up to 7. Yeah, 7 Don.
We do have Saturn, we do have the 10 cost. I do think that we saw all 5 Elders already, so... oh no, I think we missed Noshiro maybe.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I don't see Noshiro. No, not in hand and not in trash. So
Yeah.
we're missing 1.
So it does need to still try and dig to find that particular piece. But we are seeing the empty throne activated again, so we are going to see...
Another Walkery.
And yep, another Walkery here, blocker. Here comes Shirahoshi. So you rest Shirahoshi, put 2 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck, and if your opponent has 6 cards or more in the hand, they have to trash a card. We see that this, I mean, early on when the Emu deck first came out, people were playing in 1 or 2 copies of the Shirahoshi, but we are now seeing like 4 copies as standard in every single deck.
Yeah, the card is just so good, and especially against Ace.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, probably the main reason why Shirahoshi is in a deck, because she's basically a blocker because you need to get rid of her.
Absolutely.
She is trashing cards, so she's really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely is. I mean, that Shirahoshi, as you say, we call them pseudo blockers, don't we? Cards that are on the board rested, doing things every turn that you really need to get rid of because they're a problem. So you have to swing into them. So that they do take away an attack that could potentially have been targeted into your life or another character. But I'm going to use that Garp now, I'm assuming here, to attack into...
I think the Shirahoshi?
You would assume the Shirahoshi.
It's a 5k now thanks to Sabo leader
Yeah.
ability.
Is that going into life? It looked like it was directed potentially at life. It was directed at life, yes.
Maybe he's at 5 cards so he can ignore the Shirahoshi, because Shirahoshi requires your opponent to have 6 cards or less.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely.
And Ace always has like 25 cards in hand, so...
Now does target the Shirahoshi this time. And we are now going to attack with that Sabo blocker.
8k to life, so...
Forcing out.
Never existed.
Never existed in the first place. And there we do see a block from one of the Walkeries. Getting to draw a card. Really good blocker there, isn't it? I mean, you're putting in trash one of those Elders that you need, but at the same time, you're getting a block and a draw of a card. So it's
and they
actually
can't KO it, and they can't remove it with
exactly.
effect, so...
So it really does give you value.
I even saw some Teach players playing Walkery because it's such a generic good blocker.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, sometimes just that extra card draw can really be so good. So, yeah, definitely is. You do see, as you say, some players playing with other black decks, utilizing it. And again, we see another Shirahoshi coming down here now. Gonna put a couple of potentially those events, maybe something else. Well, definitely, yeah, another Shirahoshi, and you're the one that never existed in the first place, sorry, being put down at the bottom of the deck there. Sabo being trashed from hand.
So a lot of counter on the bottom of Emu's deck right now, with the 3 Shirahoshi and 1 event.
Yep. And here comes Mars.
That will just be a blocker. Unless he decides to KO the Garp, which is a valid option, because then some of their characters need to attack into the Shirahoshi, but he decides not to.
Yeah, not too many cards in hand, so decides not really worth losing a card from hand for that purpose.
Unless he's gonna swing into the Garp, of course, then it's perfectly possible like this.
So, does have the Walkery blocker on board that can attack, as well as the Emu leader itself. 5 Don available.
Ooh, with a big swing.
9k going into that blocker Sabo. We do see a counter coming through.
I'm not sure if I like a 9k swing into an 8. That feels so weird to me. Not sure if it was maybe a better hit onto the Garp to generate more value from your Shirahoshi, because
Yeah.
Unless you want to take a free block, of course, but I'm not sure. Well, you are going to 10 dons, so the blockers will be used probably this turn.
Absolutely. But as you say, I mean, at the end of the day, that's sometimes what happens against Sabo as well. Your opponent forgets that they have plus 1,000 power on their characters as well. So we do see that leader effect activated again. 2 costs being added to that Sabo.
This is a lot of pressure. Those dragons are 10Ks.
Yeah.
Sabo is an 8. It's a weird number. It plays a little bit into Never Existed. Also a card that a lot of players probably considered for this tournament is Barrier. Barrier was a card that people tried as well in Emu. Of course, then they need 15 cards in Trash to make it plus 4K.
Yep. Seeing a counter there for the Garp swing.
That's a 2K for a 5K swing. So
yeah, that gives a Sabo player a bit of knowledge there. So now we are seeing
a 7.
7K swing, because we're still on 5 life as that Sabo player. So yes, we are plus 1,000 on the leader, but the minus 1,000 negates that. The 7K swing is taken, and we do get to look at the top 3 cards off that trigger and take one to hand.
You don't have a lot of options, so
yeah. So 1 Don still available.
Yeah, if you use it on the Sabo.
Absolutely,
Otherwise,
makes
Never
absolute
Existed.
sense. Yeah. So 1 block gets to draw, and now we're going to see some real pressure being applied here. So we're seeing another block. And the other Rush Dragon comes through as well, taking him down to 1 life. Going into that 10 cost Emu, 10 cost 5 Elders with 1 life can be a bit scary sometimes, can't it? Especially when you've got such an imposing board looking at you.
And we did see a glimpse of a Roger in hand of the Sabo, and if there is a card that Emu is afraid of, in a lot of cases, it's Roger. If it's against Ace, if it's against Sabo, any red deck that plays Roger, that Roger sometimes, like Emu can counter a lot. They have so much defense.
But a 13k swing that literally you can't activate a blocker on when you're down to 0 life, or even if your opponent's down to 0 life, is absolutely terrifying indeed, as you say. But we are going to see the 5 Elders being activated for the first time at this European Championship Finals, and we are seeing all of those beautiful alt art 5 Elders hitting the board at the same time. Such amazing art.
Absolutely.
And it captures that scary essence of them as well, doesn't it? It really does make you feel quite scared when looking at that.
Apparently, if you have the God pack, you can put him aside and the Haki will be in a specific flow.
Yeah. Wow, that is...
I haven't tested yet, but apparently...
I've not had the honor of possessing those Haki Elders, but definitely seen them. So now...
Quite important if we are already a 6K leader because of stage and 19 cards. We did go very fast at the start, so might be possible.
Yeah, it looks like there is a possibility of that. 6K on your turn, obviously, with the Emu leader with that stage, so it does give you that extra 1,000 power when you're attacking with it. So Nusturo now is attacking, giving minus 2,000 power to that Sabo, which brings it down to 6.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got 8k going into 6. So we'll require 3k counter in order for it to survive. But no, decides to let it go.
Costs too many cards because the leader also can still swing.
Yeah. Now we are counting the cards in the trash to see if we are up to 19 or not.
Well, we did use 2 times the Chiraoshi, so...
Yep, we are.
Oh, still at 19.
So 6k swing, potentially. Want to probably get rid of or target one of these dragons just to give yourself a bit of a protection. Just deciding how much Donny wants to commit, though, because he wants to keep one of those open for It Never Existed.
Definitely. I do think that he will swing on the body this turn.
Yeah.
And next turn, when all the Elders can attack for 7, he will start trying to pressure face as much as possible.
Manages to counter that. That's a huge win for our Sabo play, keeping that huge, what will be a 10,000 power dragon on the board. So,
Double Roger in hand.
yep. How are we going to start this one off?
Only 4 cards, so you are getting to a point that you can't protect your bodies anymore, and
Yeah.
that's an issue. Also, playing Roger means you can't play a Don on your leader because your Sabo is gone.
Yep. So it does really put him in a bit of a predicament here. Do you test the water and swing with one of those dragons as it is? But that then gives your opponent knowledge as to what you've got in hand. But no, decides to go with a black 8-cost dragon, which cheats something out of your trash. So you place 3 Rev Army type cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. If your leader has Rev Army type, play 1 character with a cost of 6 or less from your trash, and you can bring back that Sabo, putting that Don underneath your leader, activating the +2 cost on the Sabo as well. So
it reminds me of a very good 8-cost card back in the days.
yes, one from Thriller Bark you might be thinking about.
Absolutely. Still a very good card dragon in this deck, being able to bring back that Sabo. And that Sabo is so important. It's a big blocker in first place. Also, for that rested Don is super relevant, especially if you're still at 5 lives. And boosting full boards with 1k.
So targeting that Nustero now, because that -2000 is so powerful. If you attack straight away with Nustero, you know that it's going to be so difficult to defend your characters on board. Trying to just clear up shop here, and we are getting...
I guess one of the hits was going to the leader because he used the +3k event on one of the swings, and +3k event is not valid on a character, so
yeah, you're probably suspecting that swing did go into the leader, as you rightly say. So our characters are all +1000. Your leader is +1000 as well. So we are starting off with an 8k swing with Nustero.
8 on 8.
Yep, 8 into 8. What do you do here? We know there's 2 Rogers in hand. What's that third card? It looks like it's the PRB, potentially the PRB Sabo.
That is painful.
Yeah, losing one of those dragons is, but we do know that can be quite...
We do have another 10 cost. That's
exactly.
really relevant for the Emu.
Yep.
But yeah, we saw like 35 cards almost.
So just splitting the Don, deciding how we want to go about this. Do you want to start attacking into that Sabo's life at this point? You know, you've got those attacks before you drop the next 10 cost 5 Elders. So he's going for life. I mean, would you have gone for the Garp there, or?
Definitely. I don't think I would go for the Garp, but I would count how much Don it would cost to go for the Dragon. But it's quite expensive, actually.
Yeah.
So maybe, life is the best option.
Yeah, maybe keep all that Don open for the next Nustero that comes out to be able to attack into that Dragon, because then you can again get -2000 power on one of those, on that Dragon. And you still have the leader swing as well available, which would be 6k. So we are going to see the 5 Elders returning now. Going to start off probably with a Saturn Search. Looking at the top 5 cards.
It's mandatory, so he can't even skip it. But it's not mandatory to draw, so if you are close to deck out and you play Saturn, it's mandatory to do the search, but it's not mandatory to draw the card, so
it does take another Never Existed, so 2 in hand now. Now, just as we suspected, gonna swing with the Nustero, targeting the Dragon. So if we get minus 2,000, that is going to be countered out. We still have the leader swing coming through now. So 8k swing now into that dragon, which is 8k. Another counter being utilized and passes the turn. Those swings into life really gave the counter needed there to our Sabo player to be able to protect that dragon. So
Yeah, really important. And yeah, we are, because we have the 6-cost Sabo now, we can actually play a Roger.
Yep.
Roger, his effect is not active yet, but by having it in play, you put the Emu in such a position that they have to play around it,
Yep.
because they can't swing on it. It's a 13k after Noshiro. It's still an 11k. It asks so much Don commitment that they don't do it.
And because you've got the 2, you're thinking, right, why don't you just commit 1 now, as you say? We've got that Sabo that can still activate the leader effect and then really...
I like it a lot when people play Roger, not only for the win, but just because your opponent has to consider it every single turn, like, oh, there's a Roger, I can't just take my last life, I can't put them to 0.
Exactly.
Like, they have to play a whole different game.
Yeah.
And especially as ace, you have the luxury, I'm going to say, to play touch. And touch, drawing your own life. So, yeah, that's why I like Roger a lot.
Absolutely.
But I can imagine that he's maybe not playing Roger because he's scared of the backswing. Because, yeah, you can see 5 bodies with a 7k.
Yeah, that is really imposing. So, we are going to see now a 9k swing into Nuzjuro.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yep, decides to let it go. And now what do you commit here? You do want to force those blocks or events out of hand, so you are going to potentially swing. Do you start with a Garp again, maybe? You know, just to get that cheeky little 5k swing, forcing out, you know, at least a 1k counter out of hand?
Depends on the hand.
Yeah.
But I guess the 9s will be blocked anyway.
Yeah.
But Dragon is an 8, right? Yes, Dragon is an 8. Oh, so you can't split really with Garp. And 9/9 is just getting blocked twice, I guess. Oh, you can, because Garp is, of course, boosted by Sabo, so you can swing 5.
So that is counted out of...
That's a 9. That's a block.
9. Yep. 10k swing coming in now.
We're leaving 1 Don open as Sabo.
Okay, that's blocked. Do you swing now with the Sabo that was played last turn? No, you leave it as a blocker. Give yourself that protection you need. You are 3 life. You've got 2 big blockers on the board as well. 8,000 power blockers.
Still I think 1 more 10 cost in hand. And slowly but steady we are coming to the Shiraoshis again, I think. Will not be a lot of cards. And then we know the top, of course. 2 Shiraoshi, 1 never existed, 1 Shiraoshi again. So, well, the top, the bottom, I have to say.
Yep.
However, however you look at the deck.
So 7k swing now. Looks like it's into life. That life is taken. Another 7k swing coming through. And again, there is a fear, obviously, of that. We know that the 10 cost is going to be coming.
He takes life. He
Takes
feels
the life.
safe.
Yep.
Also, having 1 Don open means that there might be at least 1 cost event.
Yep.
That's a plus 3k, so that's also really good. And of course, maybe he wants to go as fast as possible to 0, being able to play out his Roger.
Absolutely.
He might bait it.
Yeah, could very much so. So we do have 2 swings still coming in now. So we're going to see the Nuzjuro potentially swing here, and then the leader swing still available as well. Plenty of Don still available as well to be able to distribute out. You are going to want to keep some back for events or even the bluff of an event, but we are finding the events we need as well.
Those are super important in the late game, especially.
Yeah, 3 of them in hand now. So you want to make sure that you keep enough Don open for that.
The scary part about having so many events in hand is, like, if they swing the 9 or the 5 with the Garp, it gets a little bit awkward. Like, you don't want to use your Never existed on a 5k swing from Garp, of course. That's
No.
a little bit too much.
It is. We do still see a Shirahoshi in hand as well. That can couple of Shirahoshi, should I say, in hand as well. So that we do see the dragon being taken down there with that Nustro swing. We do now have our leader still available to swing as well. So how do you decide how to go about this here?
Seems like a big swing.
Yep. Okay.
This time he is going for Garp.
Trying to deal with the Garp here.
This Garp was annoying this game.
Yeah, it's put a really good shift in, hasn't it?
Let's
This
get rid of
Garp-
it. Let's get rid of it.
The Garp has definitely put a good shift in today, considering how small it is in comparison to those characters on board. But we now go back to our Sabo player, and this can be really important here now, the decision that the Sabo player takes. We have got two very big blockers on board, 7,000 power, that can be activated as well to give that +2 power and give a couple of dons to the leader as well to be able to activate that leader. Stage comes out to begin with, so I don't think we are going to see
Roger.
We're not going to see Roger this turn, obviously, but we are looking for some pieces now. Another blocker. Hello, Betty, now for another search.
What are we looking for? Is it
Yeah.
counter? More Sabo? This is counter, I guess.
There we go, yep. That's a very nice event to be able to get. Hair removal fist.
We're not
Which
putting
is
a
a-
lot of pressure this way. Maybe he was looking for an extra dragon, Rush Dragon or 8-cost Dragon. Those are super good, of course.
Yeah.
Sadly, didn't find it.
So we do have one Sabo activated, another Sabo activated. Should we activate the third one as well? I think we will.
So we are playing with 13 Dawn this turn.
So 3 Sabo secrets activated. The OP13 Sabo secret rare card really is
It's super good.
playing so well with this leader. So now we have a 9k leader swing.
10 even, right? Yeah, +1.
Yeah, plus the one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Swinging into Nustro here.
Ah, he's the most targeted man of this game.
He is indeed. Are you going to burn an event? And a
Even more.
counter.
And a 2k, wow.
Yeah.
That might indicate that he wants to go for game next turn.
Yeah. There we go. It's giving him some information now. He is like, I'm going to target it again. 10k this time. Are you going to protect it? We're going to see another
2 cards left.
2 cards in hand now.
Feels like you are going for game now. We don't really... Well, we have Sabo left, but if Sabo hits, they will just block it with what? Well, I guess you still got rid of a 7k swing at least, but
Yeah.
I don't think you do it. I do think you just want to keep your Dawn open for your events, the +3k events.
Yep.
So good as well. And if you survive, it's very manageable to win. Like, I think the sweet spot is if the Sabo can go to 0 life and keep some bodies, and you win definitely with the Roger, right? So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, definitely.
But the question is, can you survive?
This is it now. So this is going to be a really important turn. It is about survival at this point now.
It feels like you're playing against Ace. You swing all 8s, I think.
Yeah.
It's a 6k leader.
Yep.
And you are committed by countering so much for that Jupiter.
Yep.
No, for the Noshiro.
Yeah, you're down to like, well, you've got 3 blockers on board, which are all protected essentially because they're all 8 cost. There's no way that our Emu player can deal with those. So 3 blockers, 1 life. So requiring 5 swings out of 6 to go through here. And there is a Nusturo. Is there a Nusturo in hand? I'm not too sure.
I think there was, but
yeah, but
I'm not
potentially
sure.
could be another swing. So,
But the 8K swings are good against 8K blockers.
Yeah.
They still require cards.
absolutely. So, how are we going to see this one starting off? Takes the life.
He has a plan.
Yeah. Is our Emu player going to drop Roger now? No, they can't because it's a mono black deck. But
Thank God.
we did see the leader effect activated there. So Saturn did go into the trash to be able to draw a card. We are
Very
now
easy
seeing.
events.
Yeah.
Oh, we have multiples. That's
Yeah.
so good. Sabo winning this?
It looks like so. It looks like it. They are. I think they are going to be able to win this here.
I think it's time as well.
Yeah.
So it's overtime. We can see it's a little bit last 5 minutes, but this will be the last turn.
Yep.
If the Sabo can counter at everything, you will see the fist bump, I think.
Yeah. So Nusturo now attacking.
Seems like he did not do the minus 2k. Or maybe it's just not indicated.
Yep, we are just having a look as to decide whether to block here or not.
One Don open and you have the event, so
Do you want to sort of like bluff the Emu player into swinging with their blockers here as well? But again, if you've got the
well, you don't want them to swing with the blockers because you have Roger. Those
Exactly,
blockers
this
are
is it.
nullified.
yeah, so you just make sure that you counter and survive that. And now our Emu player is going to be like, well, what can I do here? I need to keep those blockers up. But then again, depending on what's going to happen this next turn, what's that Bello Betty going to be replaced by?
Something much worse.
Yeah.
He's, of course, taking his time. This is his last turn. It doesn't
Yep.
really matter for overtime, I think, because this turn will decide if he wins or loses the game.
Absolutely. 3 blockers. You have got to make a decision here now. So yeah, decides to go 6. Where's this attack targeted? Nope.
You do recognize that his blockers are nullified, so he's gonna swing with them.
Yep. So we see an 8k swing coming in. That is going to be blocked and loses that. So that gives some knowledge there. Now what do you target next?
All face.
Exactly.
Face is, well, the place. That's a 7. So it seems like he has maybe a no-show that he can swing 8-8.
Yep.
If I look correctly. That's 8, yeah.
Yep.
So 7-8-8 seems like the plan. Need to hurry a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if the timer is at 0, at this point Emu wins because they have one more life. So
Yeah. But we are seeing the block here. Does have to go a bit quicker here. He has been taking quite a bit of time making these decisions, and it's
that's an 8.
that's an 8k swing coming
So
in now.
Now it's 8-7 because of the no-shiro.
Yeah, it looks like.
Takes the block.
Yeah. And we are going to see Nosturo come out here, and we're going to see a 7k swing. Do you
Okay.
have an answer? No, you
Oh,
don't. And it
wow.
was just so close. Our Sabo player was
Oh.
just almost there.
I thought he had it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's.
Oh.
I really thought he did as well. So close. Just couldn't believe how